There is bad faith in journalism.
Okay,
because some journalists are businessmen, some are politicians, some are closet activists. There is bad faith.
There's no bad faith.
And that's why we talk about journalism and we talk about training and retraining.
All right, let us maintain.
No. There should be training and retraining.
There's no
even for practitioners.
Can I moderate this panel?
Go ahead,
Dr. Bati, let's now turn our attention to presidential advisor Daniel Bwala and the Al Jazeera saga, which has taken a new twist as Daniel Bwala now claims that the viral head-to-head interview with Mehdi Hassan was doctored. Bwala appeared on a live session hosted by Daddy Freeze, alleging that the original interview ran for 1 hour and 19 minutes, but Al Jazeera uploaded an edited 49-minute version, cutting key parts of his responses and inserting extraneous footage to push a narrative against him. Let's take a look.
I have seen a lot of commentaries in the social media saying that in the interview, I was asked a question, I denied, and that Mehdi Hassan played my previous comment, and I kept denying and denying and denying. Unfortunately, that was not what transpired. Questions were asked and answered. Those ones that I denied after the interview ended. Al Jazeera went and did a fresh production of 8-minute version of what they wanted to push. And in that fresh production, they now went back to research my previous comments. And what they did was they did cut and join. They portrayed to the public that in that interview I was asked, and when I answered, it was not favorable. They played my previous comment regarding the question that they asked, unethical and illegal. That is what all the media people that I asked, they told me. Unfortunately, I don't know why Al Jazeera did that. They said I was asked and I was denying that I said some things against my principal, President Bwala Tinubu. When the full production is released, you would see that for more than 8 to 15 minutes, wherein I was asked about the things I said about the president, I acknowledged those words.
All right, we're waiting for the full production to be released, Daniel Bwala. Well, first it was all politics. Now it is doctored footage. Daniel Bwala is offering a new explanation by the day, but Nigerians have seen the clips, heard the voice, and drawn their own conclusions already. I mean, this will be damning if Al Jazeera, actually did doctor this video, not to show the part that he admitted to some of the, allegations that were presented to him. Dr. Abati.
Okay, the last time I commented on this, I talked about the bad faith of Mehdi Hassan. I talked about what people call style in journalism, which may well just be bad journalism. I talked about, what will look like ambush journalism. I referred to the book of, approach that Mehdi Hassan himself has written, where he confesses that he erects his audience or guest as a straw person, and he lies by omissions. He's not apologetic about that, but he's lucky enough to find a platform that has offered him a job. So there's no such thing called style. There's something also about, good faith and about professionalism. We can argue about all of that, because there were persons who said, it's called head to head. Even if it was called leg to leg, there is a certain standard, that is required in terms of civility and, style and professionalism and all of that. I'm not here to teach journalism. However, I also said that last time that Daniel Bwala made himself available for that ambush. And that he did not do his homework, he did not prepare well enough before putting himself up for that interview. And I said that I hope that he will have learned his lessons. Now, let me now focus today on the lessons. Now, one of the things we do, and I say this as a man who has managed so many interview processes at the highest level, either here in Nigeria or elsewhere in the world. If you know that the style of this person is to ambush you and the interview will be doctored, the rule is to be prepared. What you do in that case is that you record the interview yourself so that you will have your own evidence. they may not allow you to bring your own camera, but you can bring a small recorder, and then you record it. You have your own evidence. If Bwala had done that, now that he's saying that he has been misrepresented, then you come and give us your own evidence, and you say this is not the interview. Then they went behind, they doctored your interview, they misrepresented you, and now you have to keep explaining yourself. Many Nigerians have gone with the narrative that you didn't, step up to the bill.
Right.
However, is misrepresentation an offense? Yes, it is. If you are misrepresented, you can sue.
Yes, that's what Donald Trump is doing.
You can sue for rescission.
Yes.
You can sue for damages.
Yes.
So what is the next step for Daniel Bwala? Is he going to sue Al Jazeera and insist that he has been misrepresented?
I think he should.
Is he going to insist that the full interview should be published?
I think he should too.
To represent him word for word and accordingly.
Correct.
But he should learn the necessary lessons.
He shouldn't be ambushed.
I think he's new to this territory, but he will learn.
Is he really new?
Well.
You mean to the foreign or to the presidential?
No.
Okay,
He
the
will
presidential.
learn his
Quickly,
lessons.
because we have to
I
go.
think I need to make some clarification. There is nothing called bad faith in journalism. There is real, accountable journalism, and that's what Mehdi practices. You see, what is obvious is that most Nigerian officials, they are used to journalism where they pamper them. In fact, back in the day, they used to send them questions in advance. They used to give them area of concentration. That's what a lot of them are used to. So they keep citing the BBC standard, which is obviously colonial standard, which is also colonial standard baked around, respect for governmental officials. And that's what it is. But let me take the primary points. Number one, Bwala claims that the interview was doctored. The first place I saw the interview was on Bwala's page. So was it the doctored version he shared on his page? Did he watch it through before he posted it on his page? And why did he raise concerns then? Why was it that after the backlash, that was when concerns were raised? The second part of this conversation I also have to ask is, yes, you claim that it was doctored, but we saw the interaction and we saw the answers. You also cited the past that you said, people in opposition would normally oppose. You saw that. That was played.
Yes.
And you clarified that and all of that. Right. So after you saw that, what else? And the same 8 minutes that he's saying that they produced was just the video evidence of the things he said that he asked as a question. So it was not that they were adding extra materials.
Right.
It was the quotes that Mehdi said, Bwala himself said, and they just added the video evidence to be able to make it.
So the doctored part
and based on that, there were people too in favor of him that also fact-checked Mehdi. Because you see, in all of this, we each has tried to make remedies and it's not working. There are people too that also released a video where they also added their own video where they said, this was what Mehdi said, it was not right and all of that. So there are many sides. My advice for Bwala, when matters like this happen after the brouhaha, just let it go. If you want to sue, go ahead and sue. But we need to be able to see the full version of the interview. I support that. But please, matters like this, the matter done they did already. You went to put it up again and people will start all over. Just let it go.
Rufai, you took the words out of my mouth. We are waiting to see.
There is bad faith in journalism. Because some journalists are businessmen, some are politicians, some are closet activists. There is bad faith.
There's no bad
faith. That's why we talk about journalism and we talk about training and retraining.
All right, let us maintain.
No. There should be training and retraining. Even for practitioners.
Can I moderate this panel?
In this company.
Can I moderate this panel? I think the basic point really is the fact that Daniel Bwala has made an allegation that his video was doctored, and the doctored part, Rufai, is the fact that they took out where he admitted to saying those things. So we are waiting for the full interview. This is the end of the story. We are waiting for the full interview. If Al Jazeera does not release the full interview, we advise Daniel Bwala to sue.